Stay away, no contact orders are often used by the court when dealing with domestic abuse, or when you have a husband and wife or a couple that's dating and there's abuse in the relationship. The court will order the aggressor to stay away and have no contact with the alleged victim. Now, this is done in one of three ways, and often there's overlap and conflict in the different ways that it's done. So it can be done through a restraining order, and this is usually the most immediate way in which the order is given. And what happens is the alleged victim asks the court to impose the order, and it will be done, like I said, almost immediately within the day of the petition being filed. Now, that is between the alleged victim and the alleged aggressor. Now, if charges are entered against the person who's accused of being the abuser, then an additional stay away, no contact order can be imposed on that person through a pretrial order of conditions, or if the case is brought to trial or disposed of through a plea, it could be done as part of probation conditions. Now, when the defendant is ordered to stay away and have no contact due to pretrial order of conditions or probation conditions, that's between the government and the defendant. And there are times, and it's very frequent, when the alleged victim wants the order dropped, and the alleged victim can do that with the restraining order, but not on the order of conditions for pretrial or for probation. So it will create a conflict, and sometimes the restraining order is modified, so they'll drop many of the conditions and simply limit it to no abuse, but at the same time, the pretrial conditions and the probation conditions say something different. So it's important whenever you're in a situation where there's been abuse alleged, there's a restraining order, and the matter is brought to criminal court, what you want the court to do is make all pretrial conditions or probation conditions conform to, or simply have them abide by, the terms of the restraining order. And by doing this, you'll avoid conflict, and you'll have conditions that really reflect what it is that the parties themselves want. Sometimes the court will go along with this, sometimes they won't, but it's almost always worth asking them to consider it. So I've written a blog post on this, and I'll put it in the description below.